Hey everybody, it's Al with BobCAD. So today I want to go through a drawing lesson with the software. I just want to draw up a quick part and some of the steps that you can use to create some geometry in wireframe, and then also working with solids. So we'll jump right into it. I'm going to draw a circle on center. We're going to make this 1.5 inch radius. Alright, so we got one there. We're going to make this one, let's make it a little further up. Let's say 4. Okay, so that looks good. Alright, so we have one circle and another circle. We're going to take this one circle here and we're going to rotate it 120 degrees in Z, and we're going to make 2 copies. Alright, so now we have those there. Okay, so now what I want to do is draw some tangent lines. So we'll do line tangent. We'll go from here to here, here to here, here to here. So we're just going to connect this up. Okay. Tangent here to here. Alright, so now what I want to do is draw a fillet between here and here. Okay, so that looks pretty good. The next thing I want to do is I want to trim up some of this geometry here, so we're going to go to a trim. And when you're trimming these shapes, you got to be careful because there can be these little tails that show up at the 0, 90, 180 type marks. So you just want to make sure you get them all. Alright, so we're good. And alright, so we got that done. So that was pretty easy. The next thing I want to do is just drop some circles in here. So we'll do one here, and here, and here. And then I wanna change this radius size, so I'm gonna just select that, entity modify. We're gonna make that 1 inch. Okay, so that looks good. And we're gonna do an offset, so we'll do other offset. And we're going to select our, sometimes when doing the offset, I seem to run into problems getting these to go in the direction that I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break them. So I'm going to divide these into 2 pieces. And the reason why I do that is then you have 2 parts of the arc to work with, and it makes it a little bit easier. So we're going to do offset. Alright, so we got that one, and that one. And then we're going to select this outside shape. Wait, I need this one too. Alright, and then we'll select the outside shape. So we have our inside and outside shape. And then from here we're going to get a preview. We want it on the other side. Let's bump this up a little bit. So, and you can see right now that this offset intersects with the other geometry, and if you've ever noticed this intersect all option, it's really kind of cool. You just click that, and what that will do is trim away that geometry where it intersects. If you don't have it checked, then you'll see the geometry intersecting on the screen. If we go ahead and check this, then it will trim away where that geometry intersects, which is what we want in this example. So we're going to go ahead and choose OK and then cancel. Alright, so that gives me that shape. The next thing I want to do is add some fillets. So we're going to do fillet. Let's do 1/4 inch fillets. And we're just going to click around adding fillets at the intersections. So, I mean, again, a lot of times it's learning what we need to do. I mean, I have this one here now. So if I have that one, I didn't really need to do all of them. I could have just done one of these and then did my 120 rotation and put the other ones in there. So, you know, it just depends. If you know which direction you're going with to begin with, you can kind of create a bunch of shortcuts so you don't have to redo work, especially if the work is going to be the same. All right, so we have our basic wireframe set up. Now what I want to do is take this from a wireframe and I want to turn it into a solid. So I'm going to go to a new layer and I'm going to use a new color. We'll go with green. All right, so I want to extrude the outside shape, so I'm going to do surface extrude. So, and I want to go the same distance in both directions. So, that's a little much. Let's do this, and we'll do that. All right, so we'll say 1/2 inch. That's fine. All right, so we got that. We're going to go ahead and choose OK. All right, so now I want to see the wireframe, so I can hit S on my keyboard to see the wireframe. All these holes, the holes in the center, we're going to cut them through. So we can go to Solids, Extrude Cut, and just going to shift click on the circles. Okay, so we got S on my keyboard. All right, so we got those all cut away. Now these areas here, this is really, oh, I forgot the one in the center. So let me cancel, go back to my tree here, reselect my geometry, want to include that one. All right, so now we have all our holes cut out. So these other areas here, these recessed pockets, I mean, really it's just to lighten the shape up. We're going to pocket them. So what I want to do is I want to move them up. So we're going to do Utilities Translate, and we'll say 125. So we're going to select these. And yeah, let's go a little further. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, so we have those going up. So now what I want to do is I want to extrude a surface. I could cut them away, but if I do an extrude cut, I'll have to repeat the process on the other side. So in this case, I'm going to do Extrude Curve. I'm going to select these curves here. So I'm going to go single direction. Alright, so that looks good. So we'll click OK. S on my keyboard to toggle the skins back. So we got those there. The next thing I want to do is just mirror that. So we'll do Utilities Mirror and copy, and we'll select these guys here. So now we have those down on the bottom side. Alright, so then from here, you know, I'm going to cut these away. So I'm going to do solid subtract, keep this shape, and then I want to subtract all of these guys here, this one, and this one. Alright, so now those are cut out. Okay, so now I want to add some I want to add some fillets. So we're going to do I'm going to just turn off the wireframe level, and then we're going to put some fillets on the bottom of these. So we're going to do solid fillet. We'll say 125. I'm going to pick one there to make sure I like it, and it looks like I do. So then I'll go back into my tree here, and then now I want to add all these other surfaces. So we'll say this one, and this one. And then now we'll have that fillet all the way around. Okay? So I think I want to fillet around the outside of the model as well. So let me edit this. And then let's go ahead and click on this edge and click on this edge, and that should give us a fillet all the way around. So that looks pretty good. The last thing that I want to do is I want to add some chamfers in here. So I want to break these edges. So we're going to do solid fillet. Then we'll go down to chamfer. Let's say 100 thou. Let's see how that looks. So that looks pretty good. So then I'm just going to edit this feature, and I want to add, let me see if I could, yeah, okay, cool. So I can do that. So let's go ahead and add all the other edges that we want to work with, which will be all of them on this side. We'll flip it over, and then we're going to add all of them on the bottom side, and there we go. So this is the sample part that I wanted to go through drawing. I mean, there's a couple of techniques that I kind of talked about, rotating geometry, when you're creating fillets or chamfers, you know, editing that feature within your CAD tree so you can add geometry to it, so you can kind of see what's happening as you go. In the next video, hopefully I'll have time to do another video here tonight, but you know, maybe we'll go through some of the steps of machining this part here. If you guys have any questions, comments, or feedback, please reply back to the Facebook, the YouTube, or whatever thread this video may be posted in. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much, guys.